tomorrow all the things were gone.
I'm gonna sit in your fancy chair. No, I ain't. That sucker's too high.
Yeah, pull
Pull this one over here. All right. So, everybody, today is June the 6th, which is D-Day, 75th anniversary of the invasion of Normandy.
75th.
75th.
Good Lord.
75 years.
Good Lord.
So, just to give everybody a quick background, this is my pawpaw, or my grandfather, T.N. Willingham, Jr.,
Yeah.
born in February 13th, 1921.
Yeah.
98 years young today,
Yeah.
or this past February.
Yeah.
So, he was one of the ones that were in the invasion. You landed on Utah Beach, I think, wasn't it?
Utah.
Utah Beach in Normandy. President Trump was over on the beaches of Normandy today.
Who?
President Trump,
Oh, Lundy.
he was over there on the beaches of Normandy
yeah.
today. Had a lot of veterans that he was thanking for their service that are still alive.
Glad he went.
Not many of y'all left.
Huh?
There's not many veterans left.
No, sure ain't.
I think they estimated that there were over 400,000 troops, Allied troops,
Yeah.
just in the invasion of Normandy
Yeah.
that lost their lives. So, well, what I'm going to do, and you just tell me how you feel comfortable with it and saying it, but I'm going to let you just basically, I guess, start where you did when y'all, because y'all came in on the Ducks.
Yeah.
Didn't y'all come in on the Ducks? They called them the Ducks.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I'll let you.
Yeah, I got a picture of him.
I thought you did. Yeah.
Thank. Yeah, we landed at 6:14.
Now that was AM.
Yeah.
I thought y'all did.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, that was the first wave.
now stories tell that the whole thing was kind of botched.
Yeah.
As far as where everybody landed, the airplanes and the
Yeah,
troops
right,
coming
yeah.
in.
What am I looking for?
You said you had a picture of one of the Ducks, or the Ducks.
Yeah.
Now I know that you and I went over. We've been through this here book you've got we've been through it many times, looking at things.
Yeah, they're talking to me about it.
That was you posing with a M1, isn't it? Oh, training. Okay.
Yeah, at the breakfast table this morning.
Yeah. I don't think that's 2 pages.
Hmm?
No, that's just one.
Yeah. No, it ain't. There's 2 of my colonel.
Yeah. So let's go back to when you came in on the Ducks.
Yeah. Well, what was done there, we got off of a bigger one onto the Duck.
Got off of a larger boat
Yeah.
or ship.
There was more people was on it, the big one. And I had the Ducks waiting on us.
Gotcha. Now, if I remember correctly, you had told me that your platoon leader had let y'all know that as soon as the front of that duck dropped, that you needed to go over the side.
That's right.
And what was the reason behind that?
Well, because the front gate dropped.
Right?
And that's when they would set the fire right in the...
Just shoot right in the front of the duck.
Yeah, right.
So I guess they had told you to go over the side to avoid being shot.
Yeah.
So what was it? What was it? I mean, because there's nothing that really anybody can compare to, to your experience of
not really.
of coming in on the beaches and seeing what you saw.
Well, of course, we was basically they knew what we were going to face.
Right? Yeah, y'all knew what you were going
We
into.
were already trained for that.
Correct.
And they give us orders not to stop to help nobody.
Just no matter what, just keep going.
Don't matter, keep going. Because you just don't get killed anyway. If you stop.
Right.
It was some experience.
I can imagine. I mean, well, and that's exactly all I can do, is I can only imagine.
You know, you just face a bunch of bullets like that. We do that. You know how you're going to dodge them.
Right. Now, I've seen a lot of different depictions in theater and in movies and of that nature that showed how once you were able to make it in onto the beach and get the cover,
Yeah.
how you had to come in and make it up to take out the...
That was the main thing,
Right.
was to get cover first. I mean, you don't...
Yeah, to get up there and get cover.
Not pay no attention what was happening to somebody else. Because you get killed yourself.
Now, how many troops or men do you just off the top of your head do you estimate that, because you were in the 333rd Engineers?
Yeah, right.
So I imagine that there were many different outfits that were there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Different battalions and platoons and things of that nature.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They actually did good whole divisions, kind of busted up, going in different phases, you know.
Right. But y'all were the first wave.
Yeah,
So
right.
y'all were the first ones in.
6:15, we were still at the beach.
Now, as I said earlier, did the because I know that as far as where you all came in was on Utah Beach.
Yeah,
Now,
right.
y'all had originally had been planned to come in at a different
Yeah, right.
area.
That's right.
But according to what happened with...
Well, what changed it was Cherbourg.
Mm-hmm.
Utah Beach was closer to Cherbourg.
Okay.
And that was a town that we was to help take with Cherbourg.
Gotcha. And I guess it was storms or seas and tides and everything shifted y'all. But I guess it was a good thing because they didn't expect you to land where you did.
Well, we went in for was to, try to help clear the mines, the bump water, all that stuff.
Yes, and now that was my next question was as part of the 333rd Engineer Group, you all were responsible for really a lot of things.
Yeah.
Removal of, like you said, basically bombs and barriers,
right.
barbed wire.
Yeah.
But you also,
We moved to the front, but we didn't move as fast as some of them did because we had stuff to do the work.
Right, y'all were the workhorses.
That's right.
Of the
That's right.
of the war
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
Because I know that I believe y'all built a lot of.
They had all kinds of mines laid under there.
Oh yeah.
And had bump bars stretched on under there.
Now this was all just on the beach.
Huh?
This is just on the beach area.
Yeah. Oh no, it went all the way in.
Oh really? All the way into the city.
Yeah, they had telephone poles, pine ground. But what you pound,
Drove into the
hammer.
ground. Hammered into the ground.
Yeah. And had this bump bar stuff tied to it.
Man. So now y'all did. Y'all built bridges.
Yeah, we did. We did the dirty work. Well, it was a little dirty. I mean,
No,
Hello.
you're skipping, but I'll come back.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodbye.
So y'all did, y'all from what I remember you telling me that y'all had basically went through and you all had built the bridge. Now the bridges y'all built, how did you do that?
That's on the mine.
Oh yeah, that's where he was trying to, the mine detectors. Well, good thing you wasn't out there doing that.
Huh?
Were you out there with the metal metal detector?
Yeah, that wasn't me, but I was.
You was out there with them too, huh?
It showed what it done if you run over it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like now, modern days, when they hit an IED,
Yeah.
the improvised explosive device over in Iraq or whatever, and it blows them up. So it was essentially the same thing. All right, so that was Cherbourg. That's where y'all went in to take this city, Cherbourg, right?
Yeah, right.
Now that was in France.
Yeah, it was a big sea town. I mean, right on the ocean.
Yeah. Really? So it was a major port.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't many women waiting on you then, though.
No, they done lost for Jesse.
So y'all,
Yeah, and we taking a bite on this very foot.
now is that one of the poles you're talking about?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Okay, this was at the docks. This was
Yeah,
actually,
right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You went in.
Gotcha. Now I guess once y'all actually were able to get on land and get cover, that y'all were able to go up and take out the areas that they were shooting you from.
Got it figured out, you know.
Right. Obviously you were able to do it. We ended up winning the
The
war.
last word they said before they left the big boat, everybody was going their own.
So no matter what, you're on your own.
No orders,
Hmm.
mhm.
So essentially it was almost a suicide
Yeah,
mission.
that's what it was, suicide mission.
But it was something as
It was big.
As you and your fellow
Yeah, there's
troops.
city of Cherbourg.
That was a very big town, very busy town,
Yeah.
very clustered town. So essentially, being that it was pretty much a suicide mission,
Yeah, it was.
you and all the guys that had prepared and went over for this, not just Americans, but all the Allied troops.
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone knew what
Well,
was
the
going
British-
to happen.
The British went in with us.
Correct. Now that was something that you knew that you were going to have to do to actually save that part of the world and to keep the world safe. Something that you were going to have to do. Yeah, that was some of the stuff that y'all had to clear.
Well, That had to be closer over here.
I don't think it was back here. I think it
The
was.
guy pulled it up for
Yeah.
me on the internet.
Oh yeah.
With the VA,
Mm-hmm.
took a picture of it. It's funny how they do that stuff, ain't it?
They got all of it on just about everywhere now.
Yeah.
So the big thing, I guess, going in on D-Day was really even though the war started in 1941, going in on D-Day in 44, that was a very crucial
Yeah, right.
turning point
Yeah.
as far as getting rid of Nazi Germany and Hitler. But I just wanted to basically, all I wanted to do was just sit down and get your view on the experience of going in, because as I said, there's not many of the younger generation, and I say younger generation, the ones that are late teens and 20s, maybe even into their early 30s, that really know about D-Day and what it is. And for those that don't know, the D-Day, what does the D stand for?
Well, I mean, everything was terrible just like that. That's our trucks.
Yes.
All of those dead bodies.
I actually have a picture of that.
Huh?
I have a picture of that, and I have it posted for people to see.
Yeah.
That's what you all experienced. That's Eisenhower, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's one. There it is, right there. Flip it over.
There it is.
Yep.
See, we was under here, see. That's deeper as it looks, I mean.
Oh yeah, I imagine it's way under the water.
Yeah, then they left the gate down right there, see.
Right.
Yeah, we got off of a big boat onto this one.
Now I think they estimated that they had probably maybe 100 ducks came in.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the bridge we rebuilt across the Ride River.
That was the one that that Germany had. They blew it up because it was a main
Yeah, right.
passage.
Yeah, that's the way it looked for we found it.
It's pretty much just a bunch of rubble.
That was 10 days later.
So in 10 days, you all had completely rebuilt the
Yeah,
bridge to
yeah.
cross over the
Yeah.
Rhine
Of
River.
course, we had help, you know, but
Sure.
we just had a part in it.
Correct, yes. Well, you definitely have experienced a lot of things over your lifetime, not
Yeah.
just D-Day. And then one day I'm going to sit down with you and we'll go through some of that stuff too, if you want to. Because anything that I can find out is great knowledge for me to pass on to
Yeah, that's right.
my kids, which are your great grandkids. And then maybe one day their kids. I don't know if I'll ever see my grandkids, but I may be. But now, with your track record, I figure I'm 48. I'm about halfway through my life.
Well, I'll tell you, you learn fast.
Because if you were born in 21, so you were only about 23 years old.
Yeah.
when it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you were 23.
Yeah.
Your birthday was February, and that
Yeah.
was in June. So 23 years old, went from farming to jumping off the side of a boat in France and getting shot at.
Of course, we had trained in California. They laid barbed wire just where we could just barely crawl under it. And they set machine guns fired over the top of that, just sometimes it hit the tip of that barbed wire.
So they were actually using live rounds.
Right, yeah.
For
That's right.
training.
That's right.
Wow.
So you had to stay
You
down.
stayed down or you got shot. Wow.
So we had to crawl under that for probably a mile.
Wow.
Over and over and over every day.
And these young men and women that go into the service now think that running and doing push-ups are hard.
Yeah.
You know, unbelievable. And y'all were training with live rounds getting shot at you. So, but
Well, you had to learn how to do it. I mean, you know. And you learn fast.
yeah, I imagine you did. You didn't have much of a choice.
No.
So, well,
I'd do it again.
yeah, I'd do it right beside you.
Because it was a great experience.
I might pee my britches, but I'd do it right beside you. But as a veteran, and we've got a lot of veterans in our family.
Yeah, right.
I greatly appreciate everything that you did, and the chance that you took.
Well, a veteran that served his country is a veteran regardless of what you done and where it was at. You had to have everybody, I mean, you know, to do something.
Right. So, well, basically, in closing, you got anything that you want to say to everybody as far as to do with the D-Day or understanding history or anything of that nature?
Well, I'll tell you, D-Day was tough. Of course, we trained for months how to act and so in that situation. Like I say, they said you was on your own. If your buddy got shot, no use stop to help him because you just get killed yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, they trained us to do that. It was hard to just keep going when your buddy, you know, failed, but
Yep. Well, everybody, that's coming straight from a World War II veteran who went in on the first wave at the beaches of Normandy, Utah Beach, June the 6th, 1944. And Paw, as always, I love talking to you about this stuff.
yeah.
Just to hear it, and I love you. And 98 years old and still walking and kicking. I mean, I can't ask for much more to still have you with us.
Right.
You know, and Nanny too. So, with that being said, from me and from my Paw, T.N. Willingham, that's the bottom line, and that's because he said so.
Well, tell you the truth, you're about the only one of the whole family that remembers stuff like that.
Well,
You know, my mama and daddy, they never did. They never realized what happened. Because they had nothing but radios.
Right.
And they didn't have play.
Yeah, they basically had the old radios had the tubes in them. They were hard to pick up, and I know that I would see old video clips of people that were doing. They would sit down in their family room and listen to the radio broadcasts from the war and things like that. It's just, and I say I remember. I guess I remember because it's something that is very, very dear and close to my heart.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're a Purple Heart recipient. You were shot through the leg during the war. You got hauled in on the hood of a Jeep.
You just look at that. It could have been the head.
You're right.
So
Very well could have
it
been.
was lucky.
I mean, we've got between you. Let's see. It was you. Was it your brother that went, or was it your uncle, or
Yeah.
that was in there with y'all? Not during the invasion of Normandy, but in the army.
Yeah.
Billy, that's right.
That's him right up there.
Yeah. So it was you and him, and then Granddaddy Mitchell was Navy.
Yeah.
Max was Navy. I think Max was Navy. No, Clayton was Clayton. Clayton was Navy.
Yeah.
And then I was Navy.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I guess that's why I remember things like this and always inquire and talk to you about it, because it's something that I want to say that I've kind of carried on through the generations, because it's something I felt that I needed to do. I felt that it was just nothing more than getting out and preaching the gospel to people about God.
Well, that's right.
You know, I feel that it was something that I felt that I needed to do.
Yeah.
You know, I know you didn't have much of a choice because you were drafted.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I went down to a list. And they said, "You're the
You wasn't old enough, were you?
next bus out of here."
Oh.
Yeah. Already.
So they already had you ready to go anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they done had the notice ready to send me.
Well, there you go. Y'all heard it from him, straight from the horse's mouth.
Then Lynn, she went down to enlisted.